Thank you for joining us today. I have with me Lorena Sanchez, who is the Research and Development Manager at a company called Ynsect, and that's Insect spelled with a Y, correct, Lorena?
Correct, Steve. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very, very much. Can you tell me a little bit about Insect and what your role is there as the Research and Development Manager?
Yeah, so we are a company that has started in 2011, its activities. So we are producing insects, in particular, two species of mealworms for different markets. So for the animal applications, specifically aquaculture and pet food mainly, but now that the regulation has been opening, we are also going into the pork and the poultry markets. We have also the business unit that it's in charge of valorizing the products in the plant and soil applications, maybe fertilization. And more recently, we are going to the human nutrition and health applications.
Sounds great. Sounds groundbreaking too.
Yeah, it is. It's a new industry, a young industry, maybe not that new. And it's very, very exciting to be working at the R&D of such a company. So basically, my role has changed a bit on time. I have been working at Ynsect for 6 years now. So, but basically what I'm doing is developing processes and valorizing our ingredients in the different markets that I just mentioned.
So with insect proteins gaining legitimacy as a pet food protein source, what do you think the next steps will be for mainstream inclusion by manufacturers in the pet food space?
Yeah. So as you know, well, the insect protein has entered the pet food market mainly as in hypoallergenic brands. So as a monosource of protein, where we have proven its value in terms of nutrition, in terms of safety. So now that production volumes will become more and more available, we will be able to reach and to supply other manufacturers in other brands. So at the end of the day, the insect protein will be part of the regular diet of dogs and cats, but in association with other proteins to propose an equilibrated and, very important, sustainable diet. So the idea is to have a mixture between conventional proteins, insect proteins, and maybe other alternative proteins, because at the end, what it's important is to the welfare of the dogs and the cats here. So insect protein is part of the solution. And at the end, we are seeing that it's being well accepted by the consumer. An important demand on Europe, it's increasing, also as well in the US. So there's all the potential to become mainstream in the coming years.
Are there any concerns for dog versus cat food incorporation of insect proteins?
No, there is no safety concerns. In fact, we have been in the market since 2016. So already plenty of dogs and cats have been fed with our insect proteins, and no safety issues have been observed. So that's something very important to say. As well, we have made several tests on our proteins, mainly for regulatory dossiers here in Europe or in the US. I don't know, from toxicological assays, including genotoxicity, from other types of assays like 6-month maintenance trials, both in dogs and in cats. With a high inclusion level, we have come up to 30%. So we have seen no adverse effects, no safety concerns there. At the end, we are submitted to the same rules as every other ingredient producer in the market. So yeah, very good animal protein, high in digestibility, low in ashes. So there are no safety concerns that we have been realized.
So with no safety concerns, are there any process changes from a safety perspective that manufacturers of pet foods are going to be required to incorporate because you're using novel ingredients such as mealworm protein hydrolysates or hydrolysates? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Please correct me if I'm saying it wrong.
Yeah, protein hydrolysates.
Hydrolysates.
Yeah. So no, there is nothing to be changed by the manufacturer. Our products, such as the hydrolyne that you mentioned from the mealworms, have been developed in accordance to our customer process. So let's say it's a normal ingredient with the approval of category 3. There are no safety concerns. The quality release is respected. So it's just another ingredient, is just that it's coming from a no protein source.
At the beginning of our discussion here, Lorena, you indicated you've been at Ynsect for 6 years.
Yeah.
What kind of changes have you seen in that 6-year period of time between when you started and then today, perhaps even moving forward?
Yeah, it has been very interesting to have joined this new industry. 6 years ago, I have seen how these proteins are being perceived as well by the customer, by the general public, because now we have more and more background that it's working very well in terms of nutrition, that we have very nice amino acid scores, digestibilities, that we are part of this solution, as I was saying before, in terms of alternative proteins. We are not the only ones, but we have a very good proposal. And to see how research has been developed, how processes have been evolving, how the marketing and the new customers are getting all aligned. It has been really rewarding to be like in the
That's
center of it.
fantastic.
It's really nice. It
Yep,
has been really nice. Yeah.
that's terrific. Fantastic. Thank you. So I have a couple of quick fun questions for you.
Yeah.
What is your favorite meal or beverage to enjoy while you're in Nuremberg?
Well, I think since we will be in Germany, it will be the Nuremberg sausage. That I've heard that it's particular and that it's a recipe that dates back to 700 years ago. So it will be very cool to have a taste on that, and well, have it with a beer, of course.
There you go. There you go. What do you most look forward to doing when you're in Nuremberg, when you go there?
Well, I think it would be very nice to network with the people in the conference, but as well also enjoy the city, go and have a walk in the evening, and just enjoy my stay there. And it looks pretty cool.
Good, good. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you there as well. I'll be there. I just purchased my ticket last week, believe it or not. So Nuremberg, that time of year, I'm sure you've been there, being in Europe, but it's a beautiful, beautiful city. So you got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lorena, thank you for your time today, and I appreciate you coming on camera with me. And again, everyone, this is Lorena Sanchez with Ynsect. She is going to be a featured speaker at Petfood Forum Europe, taking place at the same venue as Interzoo on May 23rd in Nuremberg, Germany, at the Nuremberg Messe. We'll see you there.